Good morning. This is Frank with the Morning Quick Shot, brought to you by Trade Stockers and NINZA Pro Trader Indicators. It's the 15th of March, about 8 o'clock in the morning. Before we get started, notable economic news. Obviously, FOMC's today starts, and we already had PPI, we already had retail sales. Market's still kind of just treading sideways since then. And then we have Empire State Manufacturing Survey. We've got business inventories, housing market index. So got a full house today. Looks like we'll get started with the charts now. For the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to give you targets to the upside, targets to the downside, and possible areas of consolidation. So if we looked last night at the open, we opened up at 209, 2009.25, and then we had a high at 2010. And then we had obviously all the way down here to our low this morning of 1995.75. As you can see, right after the open market, we stayed right below this red dash zone. We were talking about it yesterday, and it stayed below our 24-hour VWAP and just worked its way down. Oil slide could be a lot of blame for that. Who knows and who cares, right? So as we come back through this morning and we hit this low here, it's trying to come back up to the moving average median. Here's the VWAP, and then of course we have this zone. So what we might look for, unless we get some really good news here pretty quick, is that this comes back, retests the VWAP and or this zone, and then we're going to head right back down and look for a double bottom here at 1995.50, a little bit of pullback into here around the 97.50 area, and then we're going to come straight down to this pivot of 88, maybe down to 1985 there. All right. And after we do that, whoops, wrong button here this morning, we get down here down to the 84, 85 in here, this area with this pivot. So this is going to be a real strong support. But if we can manage to get here, we'll probably come back and retest this pivot. Maybe come back up here and meet the 24-hour VWAP when he catches up to it. And then right back down into here. I'd say our low today, if we're going to have a down type day, is going to be down to 75, down to this red dash zone. It's 73. Somewhere in here, look for a good bounce and look for the climb back up for the rest of the day and be cautious. If we can look at the other side of the scenario, if the market continues up and we can break the 24-hour VWAP here and break through this zone, look for some pullback to come back and then retest this 24-hour VWAP at the bottom of this zone for a chance to go long. But you want to be real cautious because we had a lot of consolidation right here between 204 and the 205 area. So be cautious. So wait for this test of the 205 is what I would suggest, and wait for the pullback into this zone, and then back up into this zone. First target looking for 210.25, which is just above our overnight high, top of this zone. Look for a pullback back to this pivot point and or the 24-hour VWAP as it comes up and meets. After this pullback, then start looking for the climb up. Next target would be the bottom of this zone at 215 and about yesterday's yesterday's high at around 215.25. If we can get to this, we're looking for a double top at this point, this zone, and pull back all the way down to this red dash to 210 with some consolidation in this area. So then it push right back up if we're going to have an up day. It'll test this zone and come right back up, maybe a little bit of consolidation around the 218 area as it pulls back and retests this zone around this 215, and then we're going to go straight up to the 221 to 223 area. So this would be the upside targets for today. There are other targets up, looks like go up into the 230 area. Don't think we're going to get there today, but that's a possibility for the targets. So our possible areas of consolidation are obviously right in here. If we can get climbed up into this zone and into this pivot, this is a strong consolidation area. And this zone here is going to act as a strong consolidation area here. So be cautious today. Try to take 50% profit on as soon as possible and just leave your runners on the run and be cautious. If you have any questions, contact Frank at Trade Stockers and have a great day.